A few days ago, a YouTuber known as Way of the World published a new video where he promotes the initiative which has been continued by Mark Collett, a political activist and movement leader from the United Kingdom, who wishes to restore the rules of sanity and reason to his beloved country. As always, lots of enthusiastic, warm and smooth talk. They speak about how hope is being restored, how our ranks grow, and how everything is changing or might change in the future for better. Because communities are being formed under the leadership of Mark Collett, a charismatic man who's good at making speeches and pointing out the obvious problems which most of our countries in the West are facing today. I do not doubt his devotion and his love for his country. It's clearly visible. I will first address Mark since I have already had contact with him in the past. Mark, if you are listening to me, you may continue forming your community for another 10 years, organizing rallies, meetings, protests on the streets, but in the end, you will not obtain true political power in your country. You won't be able to help any independent and reasonable politicians in England. You will be unable to gain a true position of power in this current world system. Your movement will remain oppressed and on the margin of the society in this system, labeled as radicals, haters, seen by the ignorant masses as evil. And even if you magically start gaining significant support in your country, then those who control your country today, if they aren't able to bribe you or ignore you any longer, can still take more drastic measures to deal with you. And they do have the means to do that. Even the mainstream media, for example, is ignoring you today for the most part, but you have exposed yourself in the past, so they have dirt on you, which they will use against you if they decide that they can't stay silent about you any longer. You will never be allowed by them to gain support from the ignorant masses in your country, which make up the majority of the voters. And they will be telling the regular citizens that you are an evil, hateful, racist man. They will be warning the English people that dissidents like yourself obtained power in Germany in the past, and it ended with the most bloody war in the history and an organized destruction of the chosen people in Europe. Mark, you are living in an oppressed and consistently indoctrinated nation. The majority of people in your country are brainwashed. They do not think for themselves anymore. Young people suffer because of corrupt education system, disinformation, and degeneracy which they are being bombarded with by the media. So the majority of younger people are a lost generation. It is the same as those older generations who have serious problems understanding how bad situation is today. I will tell you something. In few days ago on Twitter, I saw an elderly Englishman in the public place in London, in broad daylight, was kissing the shoes of a black man who told him to do so because he's guilty and he needs to show that he's sorry. He was doing so willingly, over and over again. A black woman approached him, was trying to stop him from doing that, and he continued anyway. This is only one example of many. I will try to link you this tweet with the video in the description below. It might help you to open the eyes of some people. Do I need to pretend to be a prophet here and tell you more about what they're going to do with you if you will begin gaining significant support? I think you already understand how it will end. but you continue hoping for a miracle. As I see it today, you are aiming for a political solution in the long run, and ignoring the fact that you are sacrificing years of precious time heading in the same direction, while your country is being destroyed further and further each year, while new people with hostile cultures and religions gain voting rights in your country. Newcomers become more and more influential with more to say about state politics. Please understand that what you are trying to gain will not be possible anymore in future on democratic, or should I say demographic grounds. Mark, I made a video called Why a Political Solution is Impossible in Our Current World System. Please watch it. After you watch it, you will understand the mechanics behind the control of this system today, behind those who create this puppet show in your government. And I don't merely refer to demographics, indoctrination, media influence, and things like that, but there is also a strong economic aspect to put pressure on the citizens of your country today, which ensure for the international masters that nobody from our countries will ever gain independence again in this system. Mark, I made a video in the past, an appeal to reason video dedicated for you. I presented you with what I am trying to build here, internationally, to secure a future for all the people with European origins in this world, and possibly restore the rules of sanity and reason in the West. I asked you to study the plan and provide me with feedback, or, if you approve, provide me with your support by informing your followers about the existence of this plan, about this operation. So, when we progress with the realization of this plan, we may help you in return. Based on our situation, Mark, movements like yours, people like you, in all our Western countries today will need the help of our organization in return to have an impact on your nation, or to potentially gain any true political power in your country in the future. In response to my video, in the comment section, you said that you will support any initiative which aims to help our people in this world. But even though you said that, you have failed to prove your words through action. Please, Mark, sir, consider researching the plan, so you can understand entirely how we may benefit from our cooperation here and now. And if you care about England, about our civilization, about the aware people who want a realistic solution to save our dying Western nations, then please inform your followers about the existence of this plan and about our operation here. If you continue your mission with the current strategy, which you used thus far, by itself, then it's not going to change our situation in the West. Help me now so I can help us all in the future. And regarding way of the world, sir, if you are listening to me in this video, please be aware that your not connect system is not sufficient enough, even if you are trying to do your best. For example, I was informed by your email notification system about 3 Polish guys, one from the US, who was barely aware of how bad situation really is, having some extremely silly ideas about the reality of our world, where they have been blaming Russia or Germany for the manipulation of our governance in the West, saying in essence that they are the bad guys who are destroying Europe today. I have met one Ukrainian who was aware and who is in my work team today. So since the beginning of my registration in your system, which was over 8 months ago, if I remember correctly, the success rate of obtaining interesting contacts is 25%, and your system presented to me with only 4 contacts in the 8 months. I registered right after I heard about your platform, so yes, it was definitely a long time, to be completely fair. But anyway, way of the world. Since you like to deliver information to people regarding anything that could improve our situation in the West, then I have a request for you. Please tell the world and the aware people about existence of our operation here. I hope you will do your part as a responsible and reliable source of information when it comes to potentially life-saving information, such as existence of this plan. All the details about the plan are linked in the description below. If you truly care about our future, and you are being objective, prioritizing the interest of our Western people and civilization in general above your own, then please inform your followers and subscribers about our existence. Thank you for listening and doing your part in the struggle for our future in this world.